Oh, hi. Hello. So, I just got a notification that a new and hopefully final single is released from Panic at the Disco as far as these singles that are coming off this new record, Viva Las Vengeance. And, yeah, why not? Let's check it out. Let's check it out and let's see what's going on with it. And I'm going to do things a little bit differently because, as some of you may know that have been following my reviews so far of this record, Warner Music Group is the worst. So I'm gonna try something a little bit different here, so that I don't have to deal with the same issues that I've been dealing with thus far. And yeah, I'm gonna listen to the song, and I'm gonna tell you guys what I think about it afterwards. All right. So if you don't like that, I'm sorry. That is what I'm forced to do because Warner Music Group is the absolute worst. So, without further ado, let's check the song out. Here we go. Okay, so what I think overall, let's start from the beginning. I think the intro is pretty cool. I'm really digging the fact that with this record, it seems that it's more guitar centric, um, which isn't really saying much because, like, there's guitar on every Panic at the Disco record. It's just that in this case, the way that it's being utilized is being more sort of like a prominent element in the instrumentation. It's not so much just part of the overall background of the vocal presentation of the song. And I think it serves a real positive addition to the songs overall. I think that it really serves as a emotive element in everything overall, and I like that in the intro the guitar at one point over A minor is going to G sharp. Like, I don't know if you noticed before I grabbed my guitar to see what note it was that it was going to. And yeah, I think overall it's pretty cool. Now, if I'm being honest, the chorus in the song, in my opinion, is weak. I think that the purpose that a chorus in a song is supposed to be serving is basically as the sort of focal point of the song structure, where the verses and the bridge are where you compact all the other, like, important information about the story that you're trying to tell, or at least give details leading towards what the main topic of the song is about, which would be explained in the chorus section. I get the idea behind it dynamically, like, you want it to be this very important part, and repeating "Don't let the light go out." It serves as showing importance to that phrase. By repeating it, you're showing that there's significance to it. But I think the way that it's being presented, it's almost reductive to the entirety of the song overall. Staying on the topic of song structure, this song also reminds me very much of the Jonas Brothers song "Leave Before You Love Me," that one they did with Marshmello, I believe. And that song itself was a blatant rip of George Michael's Last Christmas. And if you don't think that that's true, if you don't agree with me, feel free to go and listen to both of those songs back to back. And yeah, I'll be here when you get back after you realize that you're wrong and I'm right. And yeah. I like what he's doing with the pre-chorus. I think that the way that he's executing the vocals in the pre-chorus, it leads me to believe that either this song is going to be one that in a live situation they're not going to do, or it's going to be like the focal point of the set. It's going to be like a midpoint in the set, and it's going to be one of those real important things because he's really exerting himself when he's singing those lines. But with that said, going back to what I was saying about the chorus, it's a real big buildup to what amounts to sort of like a mid-level sort of chorus line. And as far as that chorus line is concerned, where I think it would be better suited, I think it would be better suited as something that was utilized as like a bridge section. Like, it's very reminiscent of songs that I've heard from other artists, like Paramore's Ain't It Fun. They have the bridge section where it's "Don't go crying to your mama," and it's repeating that line, and it's like this slow build that then leads back into the chorus, which is more of a focal point of the song. And even in that song, the chorus isn't something that's like super elaborate lyrically or anything like that, but it gives more of a chorus vibe. It's definitively the main focal point of the song, and I don't hear that in the chorus of this song. Another example of the same thing would be a song like All the Things That I've Done from The Killers, where it gets to the bridge and it's "I've got soul, but I'm not a soldier." And that line gets repeated over and over again. But rather than changing it, what is changing is the elements that are surrounding that initial lyrical phrase. So they add harmonies to it, it builds up from there to then lead back into the chorus. You get what I'm saying? Now, I will say that I think that this song, amongst all the other songs that have been released so far from the record, it's a nice change of pace dynamically. I think that it was needed because all the songs so far have kind of fit into the same category that I've pictured all the songs being fit within. Like, so far, from what I've heard from this record, this is coming off as the Panic at the Disco record that is focusing on key changes, which isn't a bad thing. I just think that you need to have some variance amongst everything that we've had so far. Everything has been pretty consistent in terms of how it's been presented, but you need to dynamically have a change just to maintain some sort of like ebb and flow with the changing of the different songs, just so that it's not like the same song being repackaged in different wrapping paper. And again, as far as presentation, I really dig the fact that there's been a utilization of the guitar as a sort of like main instrument on this record. I'm really enjoying the sort of like layer guitar lines that are being played amongst all the different songs. The harmonized guitars on this song in the solo section are great. But overall, I feel like this particular song is very one-dimensional. It doesn't stray too far from the established chord structure of the verse chord progression. And I'm not saying that to identify it as a bad thing, as a flaw in the song. I don't think that this song overall is bad. I just think that it doesn't go as many places as I think it could. But, at the same time, I don't like being critical of someone else's creative endeavors because I wasn't there. I'm not the one creating it. And so it's kind of unfair to say that a song is bad or lacking or anything of that sort based on my own personal opinion. But overall, structurally, it's a strong chord progression that you got going on for the verse. I enjoy pretty much every element of this song in the way that it's being presented. Aside from what I was saying about the chorus and it being sort of weak, which, if it was up to me, if I was to think about a way to make that a stronger chorus section, I wouldn't resort to going back to the bridge section as sort of like the strong point of the song. I would really try to do whatever I could to make that chorus line really stand out. And this song doesn't do that. But at the same time, there's probably a deeper underlying purpose behind all the songs and how they're being written and presented that we can't know yet because we only know 4 songs from the record. I was really kind of hoping that the pre-chorus would kind of stay on that same melodic line that the guitars played in the intro, where it dips down to that G sharp over A minor and gives that sort of like longing tension that is brought about in the intro and maintaining that throughout the pre-chorus when the pre-chorus is being utilized in the entirety of the structure of the song. But, it's okay. It's fine. This song also reminds me very much, and I think I said this with the last song, it kind of reminds me of elements that exist in songs like House of Memories. But yeah, I can't say this song is a bad song. I just don't think it's as strong as the initial single that was released. So, those are my thoughts. And I'd love to hear your takes on the song in the comments below. If you disagree with me, let me know. If you agree, I'd love to know that too. But yeah, I think that's all I got for now. So, like I said at the beginning, I kind of hope this is the last single they put out, because personally, I kind of hate the idea of releasing more than half the record before you actually release the record. I think that any band who's putting out new music, especially if they're a well-established artist, you should put out 3 singles. 3 singles, leave it at that, and then let people build up their anticipation for the full record, and then let the record itself speak on its own 2 legs. But yeah, hopefully you don't see this as a scathing review of the new single and the record itself, because I haven't heard the whole record. But I'm just giving my thoughts. So hopefully you appreciate them. I appreciate you checking the video out. And hopefully I don't get blocked by Warner Music Group again. But yeah, that's all I got for now. I will see you guys in the next one. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. If you liked the video, like it. If you didn't like it, there's the dislike button. Do what you gotta do. And I'll see you in the next one. All right? Keep playing. Peace.